Hello, hello. It's your older big sister, Amy, and I'm taking a walk with you. Um, Before I get into reading, which is my little pleasure, I'm going to take a little walk here in my backyard. Just a nice little green field. It's just quiet. And I know a lot of people don't have the ability to have a yard like this, but I'm super grateful and blessed to have my own little quiet space. Um, Past few years, um, trying to find my own peace. It's been a hard journey, but this path has given me this road to discovering this little yard, this little place, and I'm loving it. And while I'm loving it, I also get a little view like this. It's a little tiny pond, of which is full of life and ducks. And I think there's little fish, but there's lots of little turtles. So let's go for a walk. Let's give yourself the ability to take a walk. Go barefoot. In fact, let's take off my shoes. Go barefoot with me. So I've made a couple of videos by now. You know that I'm here to be the big sister giving you life advice, and you're finding it hard to give yourself peace. You've got a lot on your mind. I get that. Finding it hard to do tasks. I get that. Been there. So let's finish our stroll around the property. Get some sun, because you need sun. Being outside helps. It gets your metabolism going. It gets that necessary vitamin D that your body needs. Your ability to get some sensory information and unload your worries for just a few minutes. Focus on the birds. Focus on what kind of stupidness your neighbors are getting into. Focus on trying to not be nosy and overhear their conversation as they're walking by your house. You don't want that to be that neighbor. All right, slipping on my shoes now. Tell you what, let's sort some laundry together, because I know it's just nicer to do stuff together. And since you're my guest for today, let's do another random task together before we read our book. So, okay. Porch, little laundry basket. One of the ways that I do this, let's see, how can I position you so you're not seeing it? Okay. Looks like I need to get a step back. Okay. So let's sort. Do the whites. Do the whites on one level. Put a white towel down so you can pull out the whites and put them in their own little pile. You get something dark, like the dark dress. That can be your colors or the darks. So you put all of your colored stuff there. All right, so tell me, what are you doing today? How are you spending your time? And I hope you're spending it by, being present with yourself, being present and relaxing, taking a deep breath, maybe doing yoga. Who knows? Yeah, that's red, so it is colorful too. But that there, can't see this, personal stuff. Let's see. White's on this side. Dark's on this side. See, it's fun doing stuff together. It's not a big deal at all. And once you've got it done, that's one more task that's off your plate. And like the 2 weeks worth of laundry, it's one load less. So we got towels and undies in one pile. We got a few clothes in the other. So what we do is wrap it up and then put it back to the basket. That way, whenever we do our laundry, we just pick up the random set of clothes and towels and stuff like that, and then we don't have to worry. Okay, sorted. All we need to do now is wait for this load of wash to finish, and we excuse me, and then we can exchange out and do other clothes. So my lemonade, I almost finished. I'm sorry I didn't get to join it with me. Let's do a little reading now. So, all right. So I've got Ideas in Men, the Story of Western Thought. Let's see what we can find, and again, forgive me if this is a little wonky. I put on my glasses because as I'm getting older, it's necessary. Apparently this is about Middle Ages, this is about natural science. Wow. It's a little heavy for this kind of short video, but let's see if I can find something that's this is cool. It talks about the creatives. This is about the 19th century. From the days of Greeks to early modern times, writers of all sorts, poets and storytellers and scholars, have either had income from their own property or to be subsidized by rich patrons like Roman Lysias, I think that's how it's pronounced, by the state, with the Attic dramatists, or by an institution such as a monastic order. With the invention of printing in the 15th century, there came gradually to be large enough market for books, so that slowly authors and publishers were able to work out a copyright system, and the writer became a licensed merchant, selling his product in collaboration with publishers who took much of the commercial risk. That's actually pretty cool. Didn't know this. Well, then again, I haven't really read this book with a sit-down thoroughness as it deserves, but that's a good start, and it can kind of give you a nice own understanding about how the creatives were a line item in a lot of wealthy patrons. How we as artists and creatives made money to live by working with churches or with monasteries and creating secular works of art. How we got paid, because again, we didn't have the ability to create pretty pictures of our own. We had to have a place, an order to fill. So that's kind of cool. I'll read more about that one later. Let's see. Wisdom of Native Americans. Let's see what this one has. Oh, this one's actually pretty cool. Kind of rides right up with it. Power of silence. We first Americans mingle with our pride and exceptional humility. Spiritual arrogance is foreign to our nature and teaching. We never claimed that the power of articulate speech is proof of superiority over dumb creation. On the other hand, it is to us a perilous gift. We believe profoundly in silence, the sign of perfect equilibrium. Silence is the absolute poise or balance of mind, body, and spirit. Those who can preserve their selfhood ever calm and unshaken by the storms of existence, not a leaf as if it were, a stir on the tree, not a ripple on the shining pool. Those in the mind of the person of nature possess the ideal attitude and conduct of life. If you ask us, what is silence, we will answer, it is a great mystery. The holy silence is God's voice. If you ask, what are the fruits of silence, we will answer, they are the self-control, true courage or endurance, patience, dignity, and reverence. Silence is the cornerstone of character. Ooh, that's really good. Love that. So let's go into what Frances Mays have written in Bella Tuscany. Now, again, I love her writing style. It's just stunning. Let's see. Ooh, this is a fun little sentence. The whimsy of eternal Italian topiary craze, too, seems to come from a great distance. I imagine Ed on a ladder sniffing our ball-shaped topiaries into ships, dragons, the Pope, a deer complete with antlers. One Medici Pedazzo had boxwood in shapes of wolves, dogs, rams, hares, elephants, boars, and other creatures. A house in Camusia has topiary squirrels at the entrance. A neighbor's topiary, I finally decided, is a peacock. Why not a Ferrari, a glass of wine, the finger, or a sacre goal? You know, I love that. I love her observations on where she finds beauty in everyday objects. We too can find beauty in our everyday objects and our everyday existence. A beam of sunlight falling in our room, and we just see the golden effect of, what makes our room calm and beautiful. If you take a walk and you are looking at a particularly lovely scene, you just sit with it and just enjoy the moment, feel the breeze. If you're watching people, I love people watching. If you're watching people, enjoy the camaraderie of just seeing the commonality. I saw this one that I thought was really fun, like a color hunt. So if you think of the color gold, find all the things that are gold. If your color hunt is red, find flowers, scarves, a street sign, find all the things that are of color. It's one of those things to get you out of your head and to get you into observing what other things are and around you. It makes you more aware. It gives you something interesting to talk about. Like today I went on a purple hunt and I saw a dog wearing a purple scarf. I saw a woman wearing a beautiful purple sweater. I saw a kid wearing purple shoes. It gives you something different to think about versus whatever is traveling around in your mind. Let's get out of our mind for a bit and let's focus on something else. Something beautiful, something calm, something colorful, and read up. Give yourself permission today to read, to relax, to walk barefoot, to drink lemonade, to watch squirrels in the park. I want you to do that today. I want your big sister is telling you, chill the fuck out. I want this for you. Go out and be there. Love you. Bye.